Hey guys, it's Tom here for the AoStation, and this is episode 7. That many. And today is actually a special episode because it's the first one that we're going to be recording live on Twitch TV no, twitch.tv, excuse me. Twitch.tv/the AoStation. You can go check us out on Mondays at 10. Do you guys want to make this every Monday? That sounds good to me. Is that cool with you guys?
It works for me.
Okay, well, Ryan is kind of a special guest, so he doesn't have to agree to that. So I guess we'll be doing this show Mondays at 10 EST, which is 7 p.m. Pacific. So you guys can check us out live if you're not watching live already. But today's episode is also special because we have a special guest on. But first, let me introduce
Special guest on.
Noah, aka Sky. You can check him out at youtube.com/user/the Sky Drinker. Correct?
Yes, sir.
Sounds good. And we do apologize for the webcams looking awful. I am kind of doing this show a little ghetto, more ghetto than usual.
We also have to use Google Plus, which is a little bit less quality than
You're
Skype
not
is.
supposed to tell them.
Hey, who gives a fuck?
Why are you wearing fake glasses? Okay, whatever. And and another special guest on today is our most favorite person of all, Ryan, aka Grot, who just so happens to be the winner of actually a month ago, almost a month ago's Dota 2 Beta Key contest. Say something.
Hi.
And there you have it.
There you go, folks. Um, and he's actually been so courteous as to give us a extra Dota 2 beta key, which he has acquired, and we will be giving that out to you guys the next episode. So episode 8, in 1 week, we will be giving one of our subscribers the beta key the beta key, excuse me, for Dota 2. So if you have a friend that wants to be in the beta key, give them, link them this video, etc., etc. You know the rules.
However, if all you're gonna do is constantly spam us about the beta key, then you're probably a dick.
I
And
wouldn't say they're dicks. I would
I
say that they're
mean,
ignorant.
okay, I guess if you want to be sugarcoating things,
I
that's
mean,
fine.
a lot of people have been commenting us about whether or not we'll be giving them more beta keys. Actually, they've been saying, "Give us beta key now," but they fail to realize that we already gave away the first beta key to Ryan. Dun, 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 and we're going to be giving out another one next week. So just subscribe, and we will give it away to one of our subscribers who isn't Ryan. But on that note, we will be going over some of the patch notes, like we usually do. And today we're going over Dota 2 first, like we usually do. I don't know why I said that. But in Dota 2 news, we have the new hero, Obsidian Destroyer, also known as Outworld Destroyer. And you can see him right here. And you guys obviously already know Obsidian Destroyer because you guys, you guys both said that you played Dota 1 for a long time. What do you guys think about this edition? Um, I know you guys already know about him, so just generally, what do you guys think?
Fun times.
Yeah, pretty much. He's a fun hero. He's
Okay.
pretty trolly. Trolly is good.
Now, do you think he'd be a good counter to Anti-Mage? Because that's been actually a big problem in AOS news lately, is that Anti-Mage is kind of dominating the scene because there isn't a hero out there that will easily counter him.
I mean, he's a counter insofar as he can remove him from the game for however many seconds. After that, not really. He doesn't really have that many counter abilities to him.
Okay. Well, I guess we can go over to... Oh, sorry. We can go down a little bit more, and we can also see that they added single draft to the game, which is good. I was actually kind of not upset. I was a little confused when I started playing Dota 2 beta that all you really had was all pick draft. I mean all pick. It's not called all pick draft. I was a little like kind of bummed because Dota 1 obviously has a bunch of modes and Han has the same modes.
Yeah, but they've also been established for a lot longer.
True, but I didn't really think it would be that difficult to switch between, the different modes. But what are we getting at? Oh, did they add anything else? Did they add? They added single draft, and they added a new thing to the shop.
The
And
grid system.
what was that?
The grid system.
What is that?
It makes it so in the shop, instead of having like, how was it? How was it before? Instead of having rows, everything's on a grid, so you can see all the icons.
Oh,
Pretty
okay.
much makes it faster for shopping.
Is it? Whatever. Okay.
He's too busy shopping. So.
Well, that's not very important. But there is something actually that is more important. Because if you go down a little bit more, you see that on Valentine's Day, that the Dota 2 team revealed 3 pieces of concept artwork. One for, well, not concept art. This I think it's finished. I think it's finished art. Um, but one is for Lycan, which you can see here, and then you have the Lone Druid, also known as Syllabear. He looks really cool. I really like him.
He's not really lonely when you get down to it. He's got a fucking bear that follows him around.
Yeah,
Just thought that name was a little silly.
that's true. That's true. And then we have the Shadow Demon, who is I don't know if you guys know him because he's a pretty new Dota 1 hero, but he used to be a Null, and then they changed him to an Eridar, and then I think they changed him back to a Null, but he's all about shadow moves and cool stuff. So it looks really cool to have these kind of art, these concept arts coming out. Um, yeah, they look really cool. I like them a lot. That's pretty much all I have to say. Um, but I guess we can go on to more news. Dun dun dun, with Heroes of Newerth. Noah, you just so happen to be our Dota 2, excuse me, our Han
Dota
correspondent.
2!
You're our Han correspondent. And just recently we went over this on the last episode, or I went over this on the last episode, but they actually released a new hero named Draconis. And he's pretty much a dragon, and he's an agility carry, right, Noah?
He's a ranged agility carry.
Okay. We will go over him in a few minutes, but first of all, let's look at the free-to-play hero list. It's right here. Not really anything impressive, except that there's only 3 agility characters, which is kind of weird, because they usually put a bunch of carries in the free-to-play list. But then again, there's Predator down at the bottom, and Hammerstorm could admittedly be a carry, and so could Armadon, so there you go. And the patch list is really short this time, but it literally just says we released a hero, Draconis, and they released a all avatar for Myrmidon, which is Shenlong Myrmidon, which makes him look like a Chinese dragon, right?
So yeah, it's the year of the water dragon. He looks like a water dragon. It's a really bad alt avatar, actually.
Oh,
Kind of
okay.
blows.
Well, they also
His
updated a
alt,
couple things and fixed
his
thing.
alt looks really neat. When he transforms, he looks really cool, but the regular one looks weird.
Okay.
S2 needs to learn that swimming through air animations will never look good. So,
Okay. Well,
that's a
on that
thing.
note, let's talk about Draconis, because you just so happen to have played him, right?
Yep. Yes, I have.
Give us the lowdown.
The lowdown. Alright. Well, he's pretty much exactly as I describe him. He's a fragile ranged agility hero. Supposed to hit hard and not be in the middle of things, because if he gets CC'd, he dies really fast. And he will get CC'd. His only escape is his W, which gives him a pretty good movement speed boost, but it gives him unit walking and damage. You're really going to use it more for the damage than you are ever going to use it for the movement speed or the unit walking. Because if you're not bad, you probably won't get blocked and can just run on the side of creeps anyways. But what it was suggested is that it be used to some very, like, reduce the duration to a really short duration and let him go over cliffs and down cliffs and stuff, because he's supposed to be flying, and like, it doesn't make sense that he can't do things like that, because I don't know, he's got wings, he should be able to fucking fly over stuff. But if you get, he has kind of the Soul Stealer effect to a lesser extent, where if you get ganked on him, you're probably going to die despite his W, and you will get ganked over and over again. One, because if you're the only carry on your team, you're the only carry on your team, so it'll be focused because of that. And 2, because you bought Draconis, which will make you a target to people who did not buy Draconis, or who wanted to play Draconis and then you picked him. So you won't have a fun time as him, and he's his kit it just isn't very good. Like his ult is just a giant auto attack steroid, which is good if you have a lot of damage and proc items to back it up. But on its own, early game, it's really like negligible and not even worth using to a great extent. Maybe to push towers and stuff. But since it doesn't proc on creeps, like it won't shoot multiple shots at creeps. It'll only give you the attack speed. It's not even that great for farming and stuff. So I don't know. He's really lackluster. They didn't really bring anything new to the table with him, and his alt avatar is really bad. So there's also that. I don't know.
Well,
He's a step down from Berserker, who I didn't get to talk about last week, but I will very shortly talk about
yes.
because he was fucking
Yes, you
awesome.
But on that, on the whole Draconis thing, do you think that they didn't add the flying effect to his thing so as to avoid being too similar to Batrider's ability?
It's possible. I mean, Batrider's ability is good because of that, and at this point, they do enough things with like people going through trees and having clear vision and like cliff walking and shit that they might as well just do it. Even if it's and when I say reduce the duration, I'm talking even if it's like 2 seconds, like just 2 seconds, and within those 2 seconds you can like go down a cliff or something. Not like Ra who can just fucking sprint his ass over cliffs and stuff because he's not gonna get away with it. It's not gonna save him unless you're fighting like bootsless supports that don't have CC, in which case you're probably I don't know, like in the 900s or something, really shitty like that. So that's
I
like
think
not
we've
optimal.
both been in the 900s, so.
No, I have never sunk in
Yes,
quite
you
that
have.
low.
Come on, don't
No,
lie.
no, 1300s is the lowest I've been.
Okay.
Thank God.
Well,
Fuck the
on
900s.
on that embarrassing announcement, um, I what else? So you said that his ultimate isn't very good early game. Does that mean that you would suggest people to do kind of like the Venomancer? I mean, excuse me, the Slither, and just get it
Yeah,
on?
it might even, I mean, it's really to your taste. If you feel like getting it, then it's not a terrible decision, but it's probably actually better if left until later to max. Like
Okay.
maybe level 11 you'll pick it up or something like that.
Okay.
His other abilities are much more like just have better use than that.
Okay. Um, do you think he's one of those heroes that you would want to pick up stat bonuses on? Because there's a lot of heroes like Hammerstorm, for example, who you'd usually get I'm forgetting all the names here. Excuse me. You'd usually get Hammer Smash or Hammer Throw, and then get a tribute bonus before getting something like his Cleave. Is that something that you would get on this hero as well, or no?
Um, it'd probably be viable, but I don't think I'd do it. His other spells are too important to him. Like you need that Q maxed out, and you need his passive. His passive is just too good of an ability to not max out
Okay.
as well. So I would not go stats. You could, and it probably wouldn't make him much worse than he already is, but it's probably not the best of ideas.
Okay. Well, on that note,
Unlike
since you already said you wanted to talk about it, why don't you talk about the hero that was released last episode, Berserker,
Baz-
because you have bought him as well.
yeah, Berserker's the shit. I mean, he's a really good time. Like, if nothing else, I haven't carried many games with him. I usually go positive, but I haven't, like, straight up carried many because he takes a super long time to ramp up. He's very item dependent. He needs to, like, get that item cap or at least 5 out of 6 of his items, and then he's, like, an unstoppable train. But really, he's just got a fun kit. His kit is just fun. Like, his ult has no mana cost, so you can just be sitting there with like 5 health, no mana bar, and you're just like, you run at people with his axes and shit. His chain, when you kill people with it, is so satisfying. The slow is so useful. Yelling "you're next" into a Skype call with a bunch of your buddies as you run down like random bads is just a magical experience. And his alt avatar is actually really cool and has like a different voice and stuff, unlike some of the other ones, like Draconis among them.
Now, what is his avatar again?
Chaos Berserker. He's really just, he's
Yeah.
covered in spikes and he's got like a spiked helmet on and stuff like that.
Okay.
And little demony voice going on. It's pretty neat.
Cool, cool, cool. Um, Ryan, have you played Heroes of Newerth?
No. Not
Well, that was
for
good.
over a month.
Okay. Okay, next one. uh,
But Berserker does sound kind of similar to Berserker from Advent of the Zenith.
have you actually seen the character though in Heroes of Newerth?
No.
Oh, well then, he's not actually very much similar. Sorry, I don't mean to bust your balls, but
I do
his,
miss Advent of the Zenith though. That game was awesome.
yeah, I agree. What's his name? Rising Dusk needs to get on that. Um, Actually, I haven't checked those forums in a long time. Maybe it is. Do you know if AOTZ is out? That's actually irrelevant because we do actually talk about AOS games. So, anyway,
What?
do you know if AOTZ is out? I can check right now live to see if AOTZ is out. Dun, dun,
Fuck it,
dun,
we'll
dun,
do it
dun, dun,
live.
dun, dun, dun. Actually, I don't even think their website's up. Oh no, it is. It is. It is. No, it's not out. Okay, well that was a flop. Um, I guess let's go on to the next thing. Noah, you were talking to me earlier today about how you had some inside info about League of Legends, some League of Legends news. Or do you guys want to
Yeah,
go over Nautilus first?
I don't give a fuck, man.
Actually, we talked about Nautilus last episode, so let's talk about this new info that you have. What's up?
Okay, I don't know how inside it is because I'm pretty sure every League player that Googles hard enough will find it. But basically, I don't have the site on hand. Unfortunately, it's on my desktop. But what it's really just a fencer champion is what it's looking like based on fencing. Has like, a lunge move. Didn't look like a shield move, which is good because God, they have so many shields. The ultimate is Omni Slash, except it deals reduced damage against a single target, so it's actually
Nerf.
discourages hitting a single. I don't know if it discourages hitting a single target or not because you'll still deal more damage to a single target. It depends on how reduced the damage is, I guess.
Okay.
But you're probably going to be one as with the scaling in League being much higher than it is in Han. It's probably good that they dumbed it down a little bit, or you would probably instantly wreck people. So
Ah, come
uh,
on, come on.
I
That's
don't I
that's
don't
never stopped
remember.
anybody.
The other abilities were pretty vague. Just a dash, I would assume. I'm sure she's good at dash, and I think she has a Q buff too. Just like buff on next
Do you know
attack. So
anything about her
Trinity
passive?
Force. No, her passive wasn't listed.
Oh, that's sad.
Yeah, a little bit. It'll probably be unimaginative and lame because Riot hasn't been putting out very good passives lately.
Oh, come on. Sejuani, whatever the hell the girl name.
Sejuani,
Yeah, she looks pretty cool. I mean, I like her passive a lot.
she doesn't get played. She's not bad though. She just doesn't get played.
So, Ryan, in between sniffles, do you play League of Legends?
No.
Oh, that was good. Okay, well, well, on to the next topic then, I guess. Sorry, I'm flipping through scenes. Is there anything else in League of Legends that we can talk about? We've already covered Heroes of Newerth and Dota 2.
People got nerfed. They didn't necessarily need to, but they did. And
Who?
then some people who needed to be nerfed.
Tell me who got nerfed.
Son and Saraga hit with the nerf bat again really hard. Vlad hit with it. Vlad's useless. If you play Vlad, you're terrible and you'll lose your lane because you're bad. And he's
How did
bad.
they get nerfed, though? Is there anything I should know about, or not?
Soraka can no longer give 2 units mana regen, and I think they lowered just like a bunch of her stuff. And Sona, I don't even know what Sona is at this point. She's been nerfed so many times. I know they initially nerfed her to make her not AP, like so you can't build her as like an AP caster, and she doesn't put out this huge damage on top of supporting super hard. So now she's been forced into more of the support niche that she was intended to be. And Vladimir just like increased his cooldowns, lowered his damage, like just a whole bunch of unnecessary stuff. He used to be overpowered, and then he was balanced, and now he's completely unviable. And what was the other thing? Oh yeah, Shen got super buffed and is now viable and in every game and very frustrating. So
Okay,
that's the thing.
well, that's interesting. Is there any good news coming out of the League of Legends front, or no?
No, there's never good
It's
news.
gonna,
The only good news is that I can log on after not playing for 3 months and still crush all of the bads.
this is gonna be like the shortest episode ever. So Ryan, did you do this? No. Is there anything good? No. Okay. Here's a question for both of you.
It's a bleak day in AOS.
Have either of you played Bloodline Champions?
No.
Okay, game blows.
Wow, fighting words coming out the gate. Are you sure none of you have played it at all?
No.
I've played it. I just didn't like it.
Do you guys plan on playing it?
Mm-mm.
No.
Why not?
What is it?
It's like if you took Dota and World of Warcraft Arena and put it together. You choose a bloodline, which is like a class almost, or a hero, and I think there's like almost 20 at this point, and you go up against other people in like arenas, pretty much. So it's like you have like team deathmatch, you have capture the point, you have hold the flag, that kind of those kind of game modes. But it's a very action based AOS with no creeps. There's no creeps at all. It's literally just two teams fighting against each other. You should check it out. I've really been enjoying it lately, mainly because I logged on and they said, hey, here's some free stuff. So I got some swag, which is great. But yeah, you should check it out. It's really boss. Download it. It's free on Steam. So if you have a Steam account, just go onto Steam and download it. That's really all I can say. It's really good. I mean, you should be playing it. Is pretty much all I have to say to that. I don't know if it has a Mac thing though. Do you play on a Mac?
Me? No.
Okay, good. Well then, yeah, download it right now. What are you doing? Being on my show. Okay.
Okay,
Well,
I'll go download it.
yeah, good idea. Good idea. So, are we missing out on anything? I think we've covered Dota 2, we covered Han, we covered LoL, we covered
There
Bloodborne.
wasn't too much news.
Okay, okay. Well, do do do. That seems like pretty much it, guys. Just as a reminder, we're doing the show live right now at twitch.tv/the AoStation, at only one S in there. And you can come check us out live on Mondays at 10 o'clock p.m. Eastern, which is 7 p.m. Pacific, at that URL. But you can also check us out on YouTube, which is where you're probably watching it, considering we only have 2 viewers. Um, you can check us out on YouTube at youtube.com/user/the AOS station. And we do this show every week about the AOS/MOBA genre. Today we had Noah, oh, that's me. We had Noah, aka Sky. You can find him at youtube.com/user/the Sky Drinker. He plays Heroes of Newerth under the alias. What's your name?
Lesh.
Leshrek?
Not Lesher. What the fuck? That's like 4 more syllables than what I said. Lesh. Elesh.
Okay. And do you want me to say all your internet aliases on all the games so people can find you?
You can. I only have 2 really. That and League.
And Captain Awesome on Dota 2.
Yeah, I don't play Dota 2 under that name anymore though.
Oh, you don't? You got a Dota beta key?
No, God no. I just don't play Dota 2.
Oh, okay. So what's your League of Legends alias?
Faith Eater.
Okay.
One word.
So you can go hunt him down and kill him whenever you want.
Hey, good luck.
If you want to find me in game, my Heroes of Newerth alias is Panda Banana. My Dota 2 alias is my Dota 2 alias is actually Flagging with a Dragon. My League is Panda Banana, and my Bloodline is Panda Banana. So go check me out. I'm on there. I'm usually playing Bloodline these days. Ryan, what's your handle when it comes to video games? If people want to find
Grotlet Naruber.
Grotlet Naruber. Okay, so if you find him online, kick his ass, because he said no, I think twice this episode. Oh, that's another thing I have to tell you guys about. If you guys don't already know, which you probably should, because I said it earlier on in the episode, Ryan is actually the winner of the Dota 2 beta key contest that we first originally did. But lucky for us, actually lucky for you guys, he got a new beta key, and he's generously giving it to us. So we will give it to you guys. So that means that next episode, next Monday, or it'll be uploaded on YouTube by Tuesday, we'll be picking one of our subscribers at random and giving them his beta key. So if you guys want a beta key, subscribe. If you're already subscribed, good luck, etc., etc. And we will see you guys next Monday/Tuesday, depending on whether you're watching the show live or not. See you guys. Bye.
Peace.